Hey guys, and welcome to the studio vlog. So today we're going to be getting ready for Hyper Japan. Well, I'm going to be doing that for the entire week, but today we're going to be printing Animal Crossing Sublimation socks, and maybe a few other bits and pieces if we have time. I haven't got a huge amount of stuff to do, but you know, I've got about 11 days till Hyper Japan, so there's still not a huge amount of time to get everything sorted and ready. So in this vlog we're going to be doing the socks, we're going to be doing other sublimation prints such as cushions, tote bags, things like that. Then I'm going to be pressing some badges, and we're going to put together some keyrings with all the little charms and stuff like that. Then I'm going to be doing the Hyper Japan setup, so there is a lot of things to do, but I think I'm okay for time and I'll get everything done. So yeah, I guess I'll go and get these socks printed and I'll talk to you later. I've still got a long way to go. This is taking me forever to get through, but hopefully I'll be finished today, and tomorrow I'll be able to move on to something different because I'm running out of time and making socks takes up so much time, but it's definitely worth it because I do sell a lot of them. They're one of my most popular products, so it's really important I have lots of choice for people, but it just takes forever to create them. I have printed so many socks over the last few days, but thankfully that's finally finished and I can move on to doing other things. I also sublimated a few things that I needed to restock, like some cushions and mugs and tote bags. I didn't have very many of them to do, thankfully, but there were a few that need to be done. My duck design is now a new addition to some other products. So the keyrings, stickers and enamel pins on my duck design was very popular, so I've decided to release it on some other products as well. So you can now get it on a tote bag, on a cushion or on a mug. I just thought it'd be a good idea to give people more options, and lots of people are asking for more things with the duck on and I didn't have a huge amount to offer, so I think this is just a good way of having more things out there at different price points, and giving people more of a choice on designs, especially one that is so popular. So for today I am going to be putting together keyrings with all the little charms and bits and pieces, and then after that hopefully I'll be able to move on to putting together my Animal Crossing badges. I don't need to do a huge amount of them, but I do know that some characters do need to be restocked, so it needs to be done, and then hopefully tomorrow we can move on to setting up the actual stand, which I'm super excited about because I've got some new things to show you, some new ideas that I've never done before, and it's going to be a little bit different to what I normally do.
I've been hung up on yesterday.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make these badges tonight, but I will do it tomorrow, and hopefully I can get it done early in the day so I can concentrate on the table layout. I don't think I'll have a huge amount of badges to make, but I just want to make sure that I've got enough of the most popular characters and of each character, and just do a pretty easy restock. As you can see, I've already got a ton of badges already sorted and made, but I do like having a lot of choice for characters and things, so I just want to make sure that I'm happy with what I've got. So I'm going to go and print out all the sheets I'm going to need, and then I'll probably call it a day. And then I guess tomorrow I'll start going through and pressing them. I don't think I'll have that many to do, so hopefully it shouldn't take too long, but we will see. I am running out of time now. It is Saturday, so I've got a fair few days left, because we're not going down till Thursday, but there's still a bit of work that needs to be done, but I think we'll be okay. Now I'm going to move on to doing the actual setup. So this is kind of what we're going for. This pink bit that you can see, that's going to be my new grid. So in this photo here you can see that I normally have this white grid thing, but now I've got this pink grid. It's actually solid, there aren't any holes in it, and I'm going to use that to put my pictures on instead of the white holy grid. This is so you can just see the prints more easily, they kind of stand out more against the pink background, and I think it'll just kind of overall look a lot nicer, plus those pieces are a lot lighter. I am, however, still going to use some of the white grid, just not as much as I normally do. So I'm going to use the white grid to put my mugs on top of, and then in front I kind of stagger it up with other bits and pieces. Now this may change and I may play around with it a little bit, but that is the plan. And then there will also be some grid down the side, which is where my keyrings will go against. This is just to make sure they don't fall off the table, and that's kind of secure. I'm going to have 2 keyring stands this time instead of just one. This is because even though I could fit all the keyrings on the one stand at Comic-Con, I did have a much smaller table there, so there wasn't really enough room for 2 of these stands, and I had to actually put several keyrings on one rail, so this time I'll be able to spread them out a little bit more. So Hyper Japan, I am going to be in the market section, so I'm going to have 2 tables up against each other, so I'm going to have a really big space. I'm not going to go the whole way back. I'm going to leave some room for me at the back. I don't need a huge amount of room, but I think it's better to do that because it means that customers aren't leaning forward as much, which is great for them, and makes it easier for them to pick things out. And then in the middle I'm going to have this wooden stand. I've actually had this wooden stand for a long time, but I've just not bothered using it, and that's going to have earrings and pins in it, so they're going to be really clear and obvious. And I think it will work better than the acrylic stands that I've used in the past. And it's also quite a bit taller too. Like I did in Comic-Con, my postcards are going to be in an acrylic stand again. This is just because my metal stand took up so much room, and postcards aren't my best selling items, so they really shouldn't have the most table space, so I've reduced it, and they've got these acrylic stands which are so much smaller, and you can still kind of see all the postcards on there, so we're going to leave it with that. Then I'm going to have the socks at the front in the wooden box like I've done for my last few conventions, and then next to them there'll be a plastic box with my stickers in, and then there's going to be another one which I'll also have the badges in front of it, and I'm actually going to organise them and sort them out by badge design. I've never done this before. I normally just throw them into like this little basket or box or something, but I'm going to make it easier so people can actually see what each design is. except for the Animal Crossing ones, which I won't be able to do that with because there's so many different characters and there's only like 2 or 3 of each character that I'm going to need so many of these boxes that it's not going to work. Usually I put them in a little plastic basket which is about that big, and people are always rifling through it and stuff. That worked really well for Comic-Con because I had a smaller table, I didn't really have much of a choice, and I had space next to the table for people to come around, so people could look and pick out what badges they want. However, I don't believe I will have that this time, so I'm going to be getting a bigger lowered down basket for people to rifle through, and then I'll have another basket to pass people if they ask for it. Make it easier for people to rifle through and see what characters they want because it will be a bigger basket. I think that's pretty much everything I'm doing for the changes. I mean, the position of pretty much everything will have changed a lot since Comic-Con and last Hyper Japan, but hopefully this will work really well, and I guess I'll go set it up, see what I can do with it.
So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful, a star could never shine as bright as you. Even the dark days still see light, even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I did.
So I have made a little bit of a mistake. I didn't really consider the positioning of my table and where it's facing. So this blocked out pink side, on that side that's my end of my table, end of the row, that's the corner. And that is where my rail is going to go, so I think this kind of blocks my view of the rail, to, you know, make sure that people aren't stealing anything, make sure everything's okay, because I've got other things, I've got my tote bags, my expensive jackets and t-shirts on it, so I want to be able to watch it. Then on this side I have the grid which you can see through, so that really needs to be the side that the rail is on, so I basically just need to completely redo this and mirror it. Which is a bit of a pain, but at least this is what we do in the practice, and now I know what I need to change and what needs to be different. So I can go and do that now. I guess I'll talk to you when the setup is mirrored and finished.
So lucky I met you. Spend my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby. And all these broken roses led to you. So lucky I met you.
Here is my finished stand. I am very happy with how my prints look against the pink background. I think it looks great and so much kind of cleaner and neater than it ever did on the grid background. So I've also got my new earring and enamel pin stand here. All the products look really nice on it. I think it's really obvious and you can see everything super clearly, and I think it is a lot better than my previous setup where I just put them in an acrylic stand. And I've also got all my metal badges in this little tray, which I think looks good too because it means you can see all of the designs without having to rifle through. They're just there. Obviously the Animal Crossing ones have to be in their own basket because there's not that many of each design, but I think that's going to work well too because it's a little bit bigger than what I normally use. Then I've got my socks there, mystery bags, craft kits, notebooks. Actually those mirrors need to be placed somewhere else, but there's space on the table, that'll be fine. Coasters, phone charms, binder clips, sticker sheets, washi tape, magnets. In here we've got earrings, pins and badges. The Lucky Dip box is just there. Then we've got 2 racks of keyrings, stickers, earring mystery bags, bracelets, necklaces, and then the mugs will be there. I've not opened them, but you get the picture. And then right at the top we've got still at the bat, and of course the free print sign. And then on this side there will be my rail, but I've not got that down from the roof yet, but it will be there on the actual day. Yeah, overall I'm very happy with this. I'm gonna go and pack it up, and I guess I will speak to you guys tomorrow. I've got a few days left to go, but I'm pretty happy with how everything's going, and I feel very, very ready and very prepared for Hyper Japan. So everything is ready and packed up to go. I'm going to make some adjustments to the sign I made before. I think I want to go and add the posters you can get for free onto it. So I'm going to get onto Canva and make those changes. It's not going to take me too long, but it's just something else I'll need to do. So we're heading down to Hyper Japan tomorrow. I'm pretty much ready really, everything's done. Though I do want to get some more Animal Crossing socks printed. There's a few characters that I wanted more socks of, so we are going to do that today, and then I'm going to end this video. I am now completely ready for Hyper Japan. I don't think I've ever been this prepared this quickly for a convention. I have had so much free time over the last few days, and I got everything set up pretty quickly, and I've just been able to take my time and kind of relax with it and not panic about getting everything done. So that is a good change. I'm definitely learning as I do more and more conventions. I'm getting better at doing the setup and unpacking and everything. So hopefully I'll be a pro very, very soon. So we're going to be leaving for Hyper Japan tomorrow afternoon, and obviously I'm going to be filming while I'm there, so that vlog will be out after this one, so stay tuned for that. I am going to end this video here, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up and leave a comment below. It'll be great to hear from you, and please let me know if I saw you and met you at Hyper Japan. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you are new here, and my social media links are down below in the description if you want to follow me, and my shop's down there too if you want to grab any of my products. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.